Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Say salutations to you, brothers out there pushing this truth with sincerity. This is going to be a little video from Wall Street Journal. And it says the New Orleans braces for evictions as renters fall behind. Belongings pile up on the streets. Temporary bans to help during the coronavirus pandemic are expiring. All right. But I'm going to try to play some of this video because you got to actually pay to watch the article, pay to read the article. But we're just going to jump right into it.
Are telling lawmakers in Washington, we need help too. They say fewer of their renters are paying rent, and they too, the landlords, have bills to pay. As the coronavirus crisis enters its third month in the U.S., more and more tenants are protesting paying their rent.
Cancel rent now. We are not going to pay.
While many people pay rent to large corporations, around half of Americans who rent from individual landlords. There are about 8 million owners in this category, most of whom have between 1 and 10 properties.
Thank you for figuring out how to do your Skype. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my son was helping me.
So what they're saying is you got individuals that, that may own some properties. It's not big corporations. It's not the fat cats. You got a lot of middle class, upper middle class that own these properties. And guess what? They're not making money because the tenants aren't paying them. So what this thing is going to do is completely wipe out that middle and upper middle class. It's going to be basically rich and you're going to have basically poor, similar to what you've seen in that movie Elysium. All right. And that's part of the, this New World Order, part of Esau Edom's plan.
Oh, that's nice.
Fadila Hussein says her rental income is her only income. Her homes are in Schenectady, New York, a riverside city of around 60,000 that's 3 hours north of Manhattan. Her single-family homes rent for, on average, around $1,200 per month.
I started in 2010. I used up my savings to invest in, one property, buy it and fix it and rent it. Eventually, over the years, accumulate a few more.
More than a few. You're up to 14 right now, right?
Right.
Hussein, who's 61 years old and a widow, says she has so many tenants not paying their rent right now that she can't pay all her mortgages.
They're just not paying.
She says...
Right, so when these people are renting these places, a lot of times they depend on these tenants to pay their rent so they can actually pay the mortgage for those properties because they don't outright always own these properties. All right. So, it's a very slippery slope and you can fall behind very quickly, man. All right. But this economy, if you can't see this place is doomed, you definitely not in the spirit. Let's get a couple precepts. Let's go to let's get this right here. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 24 and 7. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And that's what's going on right now in Mystery Babylon, a.k.a. America. All right? These evictions are piling up. People are getting put out. All right? It's going to be chaos in these streets, man. Crime is going to be bananas. All right. So for you Akim out there, man, prepare spiritually and mentally for what's coming.
These 4 homes are vacant and need repairs, which now she can't afford. Hussein was in the process, she says, of trying to evict the tenants of 2 homes when New York declared a 90-day moratorium on evictions. They and 3 other tenants, she says, have yet to pay their April rent.
Did people lose their jobs? Is that the issue?
Well, they haven't responded to my letter asking them, for proof if they are affected or if they are unemployed because of the COVID-19. And when I call, I'm not getting any response either.
Hussein says she would work with her tenants on payment options and perhaps even lower their rent if she could get a hold of them.
I knocked on the door, nobody would open the door.
According to records she shared with us, if all the houses she owned were rented and current on payments, she would have collected for the month of April $16,000. She only took in $6,300, which she says doesn't cover her costs.
You see that? So, and she got to pay whoever she getting these mortgages through, whether it's Wells Fargo or Chase, whoever, man. All right? Them banks want that mortgage money. All right? If not, they're going to take them houses, they're going to take them properties. Take them right back. All right? This is nothing but a huge game of Monopoly. And guess what? A lot of people is about to lose. A lot of people is about to lose. So that definitely that mirth, man, that happiness, that joy, that shit going out the window. That ship has sailed. So you can understand.
It's so hard that I am so confused. I'm lost. I'm stressed.
Hussein says she hasn't been able to reach her mortgage lenders and is trying to get a small business loan. Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar introduced a bill that would cancel rents and mortgages during the coronavirus pandemic.
We want to make sure with this package that no one is going to be left behind and that our system in itself is not going to break down.
But how big is this package? I read through the bill and I didn't see dollar estimates.
Without taking into full account the scope of the problem, we can't really estimate the amount of money it's going to need.
The bill has a tough road ahead with no broad bipartisan support and critics decrying provisions favoring renters. How concerned are they about their businesses right now?
They're petrified. They wake up every morning very concerned about what the future holds, frankly.
One of the most active advocates for landlords in New York is the community house.
Right, so it's a lot of people on edge, man. These markets is finna fall through the roof, man. These property, commercial property, this residential property, because people in these stores are not opening. You're gonna have another lockdown. I just saw what was the guy, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, saying what they would be doing if they was in the president's seat. They'll lock this motherfucker down today. So what is it gonna do? Even more people not working, even more businesses not generating profits. So they're not gonna be able to pay, their leases and their mortgages. And guess what, man? It's this November surprise is gonna be a doozy. All right.
Housing Improvement Program, which has over 4,000 owners and managers. Jay Martin is the head of CHIP. Martin says the government should bear more responsibility and suspend taxes for landlords like Hussein.
Governments are not willing to entertain the idea of suspending taxes because they're also in financial hardship right now.
Many of our municipalities across this country rely on these property taxes to be able to sustain their communities. So we want to make sure that landlords have the resources that they need in order to still fulfill their obligations.
So what happens if your bill doesn't pass and nothing is done?
That will be a complete devastation. We are looking at, like I said, a huge collapse of our housing market.
If this continues, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to have to stop.
That's it, man. And they know it. Like I just said it. It's the first time I'm watching this video all the way through. These markets is done. These property taxes is done. All right. Then they're gonna try to raise them on the people that still got a little bit of money left, and they're gonna be squeezed. You're gonna have revolts. You're about to have sedition among men heavy. All right. You people can't see the writing is on the wall, as it talks about in Daniel. All right. This kingdom is found lacking. Right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and it will and must be taken down. Let's go back to the scripture and then we end this off. Let's go to the book of, let's stay in Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. They can't make a right decision. They don't know which way to go, up or down, left or right. All right. So the bill that this lady out there, Omar, this rep, was talking about, she can't even get a number of how much it's going to cost, right? Because of and you know it's in the trillions. It's going to be in the trillions. So that's going to add to what? Even more debt, on in this nation, which is going to create hyperinflation with this money. The value is going to lose that much more. So, I'm trying to think of the word, but basically, the U.S., as you know it, man, is in a catch-22, right? Regardless of how you look at it, they lose, man. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. And you white-collar workers, you're getting laid off. They're not bringing people back to these offices. Because my sister worked in an office, and she was telling me that, the hell, they're not even going to try to bring her back. All right? So, this place is done through. Verse 16, in that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Right? These people don't know what's going on, man. And they messed up over it, man. They stressed out.
Stop making all the payments on this property, even the insurance. If something happened, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to stop because there's no money. There's no money.
If May and the summer months are as bad for her as April was, Hussein says she'll have to let some of her properties go. Or
I'll have to go find a job. That's it. I'll decide if I want to continue being a landlord or I just want to get out of it. I don't think I can't handle it anymore. I can't.
So there you go. She can't handle it, man. She got bailed ship, man. She bankrupt. You can't just keep throwing good money after bad money. Eventually, you gotta let that shit go. So, and that's where we at in this world, man. People are making these decisions, all right, because it's a time of judgment. Let's see. Let me just get this and end it. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So there you go, man. This end is better than the beginning, because the end brings what? Salvation to the hopeful elect. All right, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you speckled bird Israelites out there that's receiving and understanding this word, even though you may not look like the aforementioned peoples. This is it, man. This is our winning time right now. All right. This is our time to shine. This is our time to preach this word valiantly. All right, because we the only one that's bringing this truth in a world of deception and a world of lies right now. So yes, this is good to be at the end of this thing, finally, and it's not coming back, man. The left hand elites is doing nothing but fulfilling the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They're gonna bring this place down. All right, Esau, an Edomite in a suit and tie, clean shaven, sitting somewhere in a big high rise, smoking a cigar, is laughing his ass off, man, because he's gonna get his new world order. He's gonna get rid of you middle and upper middle class and people that think you're rich. You really ain't in that elite club. All right, he's gonna reduce the world's population. He's gonna do a lot of this before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes back and says it's enough. So strap in and be prepared. I want to give all glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom the next time.